Greetings again, my lovely people. Today we're talking about romance and dating, which is basically like normal, which I think everybody comes to that point where they love something. Like there's some people that actually can't love like anyone, they just go with whatever they flow, but I don't know. Anyway, this video is for them, like the people who've probably been in love, probably like felt like this basically was a good relationship. Maybe you haven't gotten in a relationship yet and want some tips, which I'm going to do basically, and I'm just going to tell you some like tricks and like tips. So yeah, the first thing, like I might as well tell a little story. When I'm gonna admit it, I'm actually a virgin. I have never, I'm pretty single. I'm single right now. I've been single for a while now. I have not, I've been on a date, but like from a date to like being forced to do it for a friend and such. I'm pretty happy as I am. I feel like being single is a really cool life as well. And there's no, if you're like that, there's no problem being that. Like, if you feel like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be in a relationship, then don't sweat. Just wait until it's time and then you start. Anyway, I remember actually like back in the day where Arne, which is basically my friend now, and I think it was Thomas, which is also another friend of mine. They both have girlfriends and they are pretty happy together with them. And when they looked at me, they thought I was miserable back in the time. Like they thought I was like, Vetle does clearly wants a lady. Like Vetle clearly. By the way, my name is Vetle, which is why I'm calling that. Like he wants a lady. Like that's like his goal, isn't it? And honestly, it never was. I've never been to that point, and this was when we were like 17, so it was like 1 year ago. I joined them on like, what's it called? Like they tried to set me up with a girl. She kind of liked me, I kind of liked her, but as a friend, not for much more. And like later on, he added me to a call with a group. Thomas and Arne basically added me to a call, and there was this girl who also wanted me, like, basically, that didn't really, like, she was, like, always interested in what I had to say. She was joining World of Warcraft, apparently, but she didn't have game time at that time, anytime. Like, I felt like, yeah, I have a feeling, like, I knew already as, like, I was going on that Arne and Thomas was setting this up, because this after the second time, because, well, then it was obvious, like, when you set someone up, then there's always kind of two people who's with it, or if it's one, there is also the one and the girlfriend. And honestly, I didn't feel, I wasn't happy about that. I was just like, dudes, please, no, I get it when it's ready. When I'm ready, I will get one. Like you don't try to force people in a relationship. That's the worst thing you do. Like maybe you could try. Like yeah, they're like, hey, you wanna go on a blind date? Says sure, and then they join you. Or if they don't want to, then they don't want to. Then they obviously have other needs, and they probably found someone already, or there's someone else that they don't really like. And they don't really want it, so it's mostly one of those. So be careful about that, like when you walk around, because I had a really bad time whenever I felt used. I felt horrible. Like they set me up, I don't know if the girls basically knew I was going, like they said I would be easy, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. But I was not happy, and neither, I feel really bad for them, like the girls, they kind of wanted, like, they were nice, I'm going to be honest, but I wasn't interested. I was just not interested. Anyway, so I basically did a lot of this and just like stopped. I'm busy since, but the last thing is that like basically when I look for a relationship, I want to talk to the person. I want to basically be around that person a lot. And here's the thing, spoiler alert, if somebody think like I go out with someone online, you are pretty wrong. I never go. Like, I don't know. I am pretty like new at that because I just feel like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't or maybe I should. Whenever I see like online dating, like basically getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend over internet, I personally, I don't like that. Like, I'm not for that a lot. Like, I do it when, like, if I meet the person face to face, I can actually like talk to her. Now, here's the thing, I'm going to explain this a little bit more. So when I first got like, what's it called? I met Lily on a chat room. Like, me and Lily were talking like a long time. We're been friends for like 2 years now. And yeah, we are pretty good friends. We just like to play Chivalry, we love to do other stuff, we love drawing. Like, we have common interests. What keeps me away from her? Well, she lives in America. And honestly, I do not want like a girlfriend in America. I don't know, because every single time, like, I need to meet the person face to face before I get a girlfriend. And you could live in America. I'm just not saying it's just because it's far away. But when I decide I want, like, this girl is perfect, or this, like, whenever I feel that way, it's awfully when I basically like go and talk to them face to face, because some reason you pretty much don't know this, but a lot of people actually don't talk honest on the internet. They basically lie about themselves, and when you come to them in real life, they can't hide the lies, and then they feel awkward, and then you feel awkward by them being awkward, which is why I'm mostly honest on the internet. Like, I kinda, like, I always say, like, yeah, I don't like that, and I like that. Like, basically, I want people to look at me like, yeah, this is, like, when they meet me, if they meet me in real life, they know that I'm still the same person. They don't know they don't know what I do on the job and such, and what I look like, but, like, they know who I am in general. And honestly, that's what I want by people. I want them to feel like, yeah, this, like, you're not getting into something you didn't want to happen. Like, I'm going to say this, like if I basically lied about myself, I'm going to have a big problem whenever I meet someone IRL. Which is why I don't lie. Because, well, if I don't lie, there's no hurt feelings. Like, I basically get so awkward if I did this once, actually, with one person. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to lie all about myself, and then we met IRL, and just like, I just had an awkward time, and we never spoke again. That's the thing I don't want to happen. And this is the same with a relationship. If you're going with an online relationship, this is what you have to do. Be honest. Be completely honest and don't lie. Also, like, if you're not honest, it's not going to go very well, because it's just going to be like, you're just going to meet in real life one day, maybe if the relationship is still going, which I think is your goal at that point. You kind of just want, like, to basically be in contact. And then you basically talk to each other, and, like, most people who lie about each other, they can't focus on that. Like, there's some people that actually succeed through that, but they don't succeed for long. And that's a big problem in most of people's, like, because people don't want to be honest, because either, like, what if I'm not fast enough? What if I'm like too fat? What if my why if my emotions are too boring? What if my job is too boring? Just be honest. Like, I can be honest, like, hey, I work at the Walmart and just like I draw on my free time. I barely train. I eat like I sometimes eat salad, but mostly I eat like junk food. I actually like eat a little bit of junk food. Like, I think I actually eat like 4 times a day. Not 4 times a day. 4 times in a week I eat junk food. The rest is like, what's it called? I eat beef, I eat salad, and stuff like that. Which is me. That is me. That's how I walk. And yeah. And that's like how you be honest. You basically don't say anything that you wouldn't do, because you don't want them to feel awkward around you when you come to visit, or when she comes to visit. You want to have a stable relationship, and that's the only way to do it, is by like doing it that way. Never lie and just stay normal. Other things though, like, I've been in so many, like, a lot of my friends are on the internet. I'm going to be honest, like, most of my friends are on the internet. Some of them are in real life, and the real life ones and the internet ones are pretty good, like all of them. But there are some people, like, I remember like a friend of mine, I'm not mentioning her name. I don't know. Basically she had this boyfriend, like, I think she had a boyfriend like basically that didn't trust her. And that's like the worst thing you can ever do. Because when you are on the internet, like, you do a lot of stuff, and you don't have control on your woman's, like, or your man's, like, schedule. You don't know what he did on the internet, what she did on the internet, what kind of store she went to, what kind of store he went to, and what people he talked to and she talked to. And often, like, for example, with this girl, she had a bunch of friends, and most of the friends were like, what's called, in a group, and most of those groups were like male, which made it really hard for him, basically, because he got jealous. And when it comes to jealousy, be careful about it. That's a really strong thing to have. It's not a good thing though. It's strong, but it's also horrible. Because when you get jealous, you start assuming that she basically starts doing stuff with them instead of you. And when you get to that point, I would suggest you leave her and find another woman. Or else you just gotta go accept it. That's my tips. If you don't accept it, she's like, if you just like tell her to stop with what she's doing, she's going to get, like, she wants to still do it because it's with her friends, like her friends, old friends. You can't, basically, have you heard the thing, bros before hoes, like, kind of deal? The thing is basically like, if a friend needs a lot of help, or like if you have a friend, keep your friends still tight whenever you get a girlfriend. Like, not tight like when, like, you have your woman time, you have your male time, but like, just keep them like right there. Because, well, in any kind of case, they will be good help. And if she asks you to basically leave your friends, then she's not a good, like, she doesn't like your friends, and she probably don't want you to have a free will. So then you should probably just stop the relationship. It's an easy task. I know it's like hard to do though. Like, I know a lot of people that basically like just get so sad after like they leave, and some of them basically can't leave only because, well, they're afraid to be alone again. Like, they used to be a couple and then they're just alone. It's hard to basically get in, like, in your head and system. You gotta, like, it's like some people have like 5 days where they just like feel sad. And honestly, I'm pretty happy because I've never actually had that point where I'm really sad when it comes to that stuff. I've always been like, I've never been like that much into like the girl, so I'm happy about that. But please just do me the favor of like try to trust your companion. If not, well, something is going to go wrong. Nobody is going to know, but like you should probably trust like whoever you're dating, because she, if you know her well, she'll be honest to you, and if you know him well, he'll be honest to you. Like, just be honest to each other, and just like, if like a lot of people that cheat on each other makes it obvious. Don't like, they're just gonna like slowly leave the same person, and often like this is what the point is, because one day, like for example, a friend might come by and talk about it, and then, well, no need to take revenge, just leave. It's that easy, just leave, if in that case. Anyway, like there's, for people that like are single now, please like do whatever you want, just do what you do, never turn around. And if you get interested in someone, just go for it, just try it, but be a reasonable person while in a relationship. Talk like a normal human being, don't act, you can like act it up, basically joke around with it, but don't act like you're a different person, because when you guys meet in real life, you're gonna have a big problem. And honestly, I feel like you should probably not be that way. Like, seriously, that's like the worst thing I can actually think of, like having that problem. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's late, I have to go to my grandmother and basically help my two cousins to make a gingerbread house. Basically, my cousins are like 3 and 5 years old, so I'm pretty happy. I'm ready to basically bake some gingerbreads, and like they are going to help me, which will probably end up horribly, but yeah, I will take an update on that too, like one day. That will be an update, and yeah, thanks for listening, guys. I really love you guys. And that is really weird to say with this music and this background, but yeah, just remember, if you ever come to that predicament, and if you want to ask something, just ask me if you really want to. Like, if there's no problem about asking. I honestly like love like when people ask stuff, because then I feel like, yeah, I can answer this, or if I don't know, I will never like try to basically make it up. All I will do is that I will basically tell you, sorry, I have no idea, or I don't know, maybe you should go to a psychiatrist, or if that's the case, like if you don't know. Anyway, I've been happy to say this, and the drawing basically was inspired by basically the typical doll dummy kind of theme. I really like the doll dummy. I think the character is really cool. Basically, I tried to basically make him a little bit more like characteristic, so I make him more cute and at the same time evil, at the same time scary. Like he's a dummy. He has no emotions. He has to get emotions from people acting with him. And the other girl, ignore her. She's just a random dummy I found. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I see you next time. Bye.